Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing to this channel. You like this video, you give your opinion at the comment section below, and don't forget to share this video. Now, I've been listening to the voice tone of the Azimio opposition in the Republic of Kenya, and I have realized something that is very critical. When you look at the broad picture of how police officers brutally killed Kenyans, this is not a message that is good from Azimio. As you know that Azimio had an agenda of ensuring that democracy and justice prevail in the country. But it seems that under this regime, even opinion or to express yourself is like a crime. And that is why you've seen William Ruto, initially when he was being sworn in as the next president, what William Ruto said was that he was looking for active opposition leadership that was going to counter-check him and also to be strong in National Assembly, that when it comes to the bills that were going to be discussed there, they could have come out to counter-check the majority in the National Assembly and also in the Senate Assembly. But when you look at the message of Raila Odinga today and also Azimio at large, their leadership, they're now coming out to say the next demonstration, there's a possibility of them not storming the street, but eventually staying indoors. The question that I'm asking myself, how is that going to be possible? Because I don't know. If, according to my opinion, demonstration was the most powerful tool that Azimio could have come out to use to force this government to rely on democracy, of course, and justice. But when you look at the way William Ruto used the strongest police force, brutally killing Kenyans, this is not a good news to Kenyans. Because why? Should we storm the street demanding the rights of Kenyans at the same time as we are demanding democracy and justice? We are being killed. This is a kind of threat that William Ruto has realized that this is a tool that is going to work for him. Because eventually, if he was not going to use excessive police force, the Azimio was coming with a storm, or rather the storm, that William Ruto's government could have not managed. And that is the reality. If you like it or you don't like it, that is your business. But the truth is, if William Ruto could have not used the excessive police force, I want to tell you the Azimio was carrying the day. Because this government, they don't want any kind of opposition that is having strength and storm. And that is why those who are panicked, they're joining the government. Those who have realized that though the government does not have anything, agenda and ideology to the people, but they're just joining for the sake of joining. Either one, they have cases facing them. So going and kneeling down before this government, it is first prospect for them and their motive of cooling down the cases that they're having in courts. When you look at those who were killed, majorly from Nyanza region, and when you look at the way the Nyanza region was targeted, and that is why you've seen people are being buried in Siaya, people are being buried in Homa Bay, in Kisumu. everywhere in Nyanza region. When you look at even some part of Kenya went for demonstration, we saw in Kakamega, we saw in Busia, we saw in Nyeri, we saw in Mombasa. But the percentage of people who died there, as we speak now, is not there. It is only Nyanza region. So eventually when you look at the speech of Raila Odinga today in Luanda, and also during the launch of SDA Church, I think in Kisumu, Raila has come out to resolve that enough is enough. People will no longer go to the street to die or lose their lives there. But we will have another prospect and also mechanisms on how we are going to ensure that people are going to, or rather their voices are going to be listened to by the government of the day. So what I listened to very carefully when it comes to Raila Odinga's speech was the possibility of bringing referendum. And the referendum, if Raila Odinga is going to come up with, Raila Odinga is going to defeat William Ruto. That is something that is there. If today they are going to collect the signatures and the referendum is going to be accepted, take it to the bank. Raila Odinga is going to win this referendum. Let William Ruto say no. Let him say yes. And he is going to carry the day. That is the truth. And that is why William Ruto feared the BBI. If any case BBI was going to pass, it was literally a win to the Azimio side. And that is why he fought this BBI, sending lawyers in courts day in, day out, until they ensured that the BBI was on its knees. And that is why today, William do not want any kind of referendum in his ears. And in any case, there is a kind of referendum that is coming into his ears, is trying his best to understand why is this referendum at this moment, where I'm just first-term president. You saw the storm of Raila Odinga, the constitution moment, during the Kibaki. Raila Odinga won. He won the constitutional referendum, And as we speak today, Raila Odinga is also having a possibility of coming out to regroup under the referendum. And this might be a storm that William Ruto might not hold it. And that is why I think the decision and the resolution that Raila Odinga's team are having is now enough is enough. We will not storm the street. People losing their lives in the name of our voices to be listened to by the government of the day. At the same time, the government of the day is using the excessive police force, tear gas, water cannons, and live bullets. And those who are risking are those who are not inside the vehicles. Them, they're having bullet cars. It will be impossible to impose those who are unarmed, and even the government is not listening to them. We are unarmed, peaceful, and we are not going to create chaos and violence. We are not going to destroy property and life. But the police officers, through the command and the orders from the above, they will just do whatever they have been commanded to do. And that is why they went ahead and butchered young residents in Nyanza region. As you could have seen, the way young people are being buried in Nyanza region and some part of Western. Today they were in Luanda. I think in Kakamega County, it is not Kakamega, but I think in Vihiga County. I think Luanda is in Vihiga, if I'm not wrong. It is showing a kind of heartbreaking moment that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should have another course, that we should force this government to do whatever it is expected of them. So I think the referendum will be a good course. Let Raila Odinga, the team came out to streamline on the issues they want to discuss on referendum, then let them impose these rules and regulations, democracy and justice in this referendum, then some articles to be changed in the constitution, then they are well to go. And this is going to be a storm. They're going to be embarked to campaigns, and that is going to ensure William Ruto is going to be defeated. And as long as he is going to be defeated in a referendum, then William Ruto to capture the seat is going to be difficult. In any case, if they are planning to steal election again. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts? Drop your opinion in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Bye-bye.